All right. Okay, welcome back, my NextGen family. Today we are going to go through this paper, October, November 2023, paper 2-3. Okay, this is a 70 marks question. Okay, for those who are new here, welcome. 70 marks paper. Okay, few things to take note of. Drawing, use pencil. Okay, there's one part that require y'all to draw, right? The graph one. Okay, so y'all use pencil for that. Please don't use pen in your exam for drawing. Okay, you use dark blue or black pen for your answers. You can use tracing paper. Tracing paper is normally for that transformation question. And then another thing to take note of is this one. Okay, if you get an irrational number, correct it to 3 significant figure or 1 decimal place, okay, unless they state otherwise. But I would say normally they are not so particular. Just don't write too little and too many. Okay, don't write less than 3 significant figure. That one, if you write 2 significant figure only for maybe an irrational number, they might most likely minus your marks. And then get 3.142 if you see pi, or you can just use pi. Okay, so 70 marks paper, and this is a 1.5 hour paper. Okay, when your benchmark practice that time, try to finish it within 1 hour. Okay, try your best to finish it within 1 hour so that you have about 20 to 30 minutes to check the entire paper. Cool. Okay, if you have practiced enough, actually this paper pretty easy already. Okay, let's look at question number 1. Tara goes on a journey by train. The train leaves at 0648. The journey takes 12 hours and 35 minutes. Find the time when Tara arrives. Okay, 1 mark question only. How to add it up? 0648. You add 12 hours, 35 minutes. Okay, this is time. 48 plus 35. What will you get? 48 plus 35. You will get 83. 12 plus 6, 18. If you hear you got more than 60, you got a minus 60, and then you add 1. So 1923. Okay, 1 mark question. Okay, by the way, if you want to double check, do you know you can use calculator to do this question? Okay, I want you all to use this button here. You all see in the middle, this button. Okay, this is called degree, minutes, second. Okay, teach you all a trick how to do it. So degree, minute, and then second. Okay, angle, right? The concept of angle and measurements is actually the same as time. Okay, but we never really lose minutes and seconds at our level right now. So you can actually put like this, 0648. So you can write like that. 6, you press on your calculator, 6, then you press that button, then you see a small circle on top. 48, then you press that button again. Plus 12, then 35. Okay, you see what your calculator give you? Does it give you like this? 19, 23, 0. This is how you double check it. Okay, in exam, just use your calculator whenever you can. This means it is 19 hours, 23 minutes, and 0 seconds. Magic. Okay, so your calculator is actually quite powerful. You can do this with all calculators. Okay, as in the Casio ones. Okay, 570. I would advise for those new students. I would advise you all to use this calculator 570EX. Okay, 1 mark question. Let's go to question 2. From this list, write down a cube number. Okay, which one is a cube number? Okay, if you don't know how to do what cube, you just cube root all the number. Okay, the trick is to cube root all the number. So you can cube root 64. Cube root 64 is equals to 4. So 4 cube is equals to 64. So 64 is a cube number. What's a prime number? A prime number is a number that can only be divided by itself and 1. 61. Question 3. The stem and leaf diagram shows the heights in cm of some plants. Find the median height. Okay, that day someone asked me, teacher, why need to plus 1, right? Okay, to the formula. You have to remember when we do lower quartile, median, and upper quartile, when we want to find the position of where that value is, you need to plus 1. Okay, you need to plus 1, then you times 1/2, 1/4, or 3/4. Okay, there are two ways you can do this. You can either like that. You cut, then you find what's the middle number. Okay, for me, I don't like because I don't like a cut like that. So I rather just find, first thing, find what is the position. So at least I'm also practicing. Okay, so we find where exactly is the stem and leaf, the median first. Total, you got how many? Okay, you have 13 numbers. So the position of it will be 13 plus 1. Then you divide by 2. So your 7th value. Okay, where is your 7th value? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this value here is the median. We also have to see what is the key here. They say 10/4 represents 10.4 cm. That means this is 10.4, 10.8, 11.1, 11.3, 11.4, 11.6. Got it? Okay, so what is this number? This will be 12.2. Okay, 12.2 cm. Okay, next one. Work out the mean height. Okay, work out the mean height. Okay, no problem, Irfan. What's mean? What's the formula of mean? Mean, you need to add up all the values together, then you divide by the number of values. Okay, so mean formula is like that. Sum of, there's no fx here, so this is sum of all your x value divided by your total number of values. So you're going to do it like this. 10.4 plus 10.8 plus 11.1 plus 11.3 plus 11.4, 11.6, 12.2, 12.3, 12.6, 12.9, 13.2, 13.6, and 13.9. Okay, add up all together over 13. Okay, don't straight away get your final answer. Count the top value first. Okay, the value on top, you should get 157.3 over 13. And you get here 12.1. Okay, it's a nice value, 12.1. Don't go round it up to 12. Just write it as 12.1. Okay, so far? Okay, first 3 questions. If you all are okay, type 1. First 3 questions. Easy question, right? Okay, 101. Let's move to question 4. Shubu invests $750 in a savings account for 5 years. The account pays simple interest at a rate of 1.8% per year. Calculate the total interest she earns during the 5 years. Okay, so what is simple interest? Okay, simple interest formula. Interest is PR T over 100. Okay, pretty red thing. Okay, remember the acronym, pretty red thing. Okay, no problem, Chloe. What is P? P is your principal, means your original value. This is P, R, T. 750 times 1.8 times 5 over 100. Okay, type in the calculator. You get $67.5. Pretty rating. Okay, next one. Question 5. The diagram shows a triangle ABC. M is the midpoint. The triangle ABC is rotated about 180 degrees about the center M. The image and the original triangle form a quadrilateral ABCD. Write down the mathematical name for the quadrilateral ABCD. Okay, so if you don't know how to rotate 180 degrees, right, what when you do, you take your entire paper, you flip it upside down. Okay, that is 180 degrees. That's how you visualize it. Okay, you should see by write a triangle like this. Okay, if you do a 180 degrees, it's something like this. Okay, because it's rotated about here. So what is the name for this? These two, they are parallel. Okay, there are two parallel sides. So the mathematical name for this is called a parallelogram. Okay, no other names. It's not a rectangle. Okay, it won't be a rectangle. Okay, next one. Find angle BAD. Okay, the bad angle. This one pretty simple. Just a triangle. So 180 minus. Wait. Sorry. D is over here. Okay, so I find what is BAC first. Angle BAC. 180 minus 112 minus 44. Okay, we'll get 24 degrees. Okay, since this is a parallelogram, this is an alternate angle, right? Okay, so this angle here and this angle here is the same. So this is also 44 degrees. So the angle BAD, you add it, both of it up together, 24 plus 44, which is equals to 68 degrees. Okay, next one. Question 6. Rama asked a group of students how they travel to school. The table shows the probability of how a student chosen at random travels to school. Complete the table. Okay, you're gonna know that all of these add up together should be equals to 1. So for me to find this value, okay, let's call it x. X is equals to 1 minus 0.4, 0.32 minus 0.17. Which you'll get here 0.11. Okay, so here is 0.11. You got 24 for the previous question, is it? 24 is half the answer only. They want angle BAD. BAD means your D is at the, you have to draw it out like that. See? BAD. Because they give you ABC only. Okay, next one. There are 1,800 students at school. Find the expected number of students that walk to school. So the probability of a student walking to school is 0.32. So 0.32 multiplied by 1,800. Of students that walk to school. Okay, so 1,800 times 0.32. Shouldn't the answer be 48? Which one? Which answer? Last question. $48. 24 plus 44, isn't it 68? Let me see. 68, right? How you get 48? No, not same size. This angle and this angle same. So it's because it's a parallelogram. Sketch it out, okay? Sketch it out so that y'all can see this, the shape over here. Okay, 0.32 times 1,800, you get 576. Okay, question 7. Without using a calculator. Okay, when they say without using a calculator, you take out your calculator and calculate it first. Okay, get the answer first. So type this into your calculator. They say work out 1 and 5/6 divided by 11/15. Okay, what I want you all to do, take out your calculator, type out the value, see what your calculator give you. Okay, you write the answer somewhere at the side first. You should get 2 and 1/2. Okay, one thing I realized, some of you here, right, you're not too clear on how to key in a mixed number. Okay, please don't write it as 1 times 5/6. Okay, don't write it as 1 times 5/6. You all need to use the function to write a mixed number. Okay, Jason, just to be clear, everyone is clear. You need to write it as shift, then you use this button. Then you will see 3 boxes come up. You cannot use 1 times 5/6. 1 times 5/6, it just means 5/6. This is 1 and 5/6. Got it? Okay, because I saw some of your workings, right? And it's a very common mistake. You'll get some sort of answer, then you're like, how come my answer and the mark scheme one different? Okay, because you are keying it wrongly in your calculator. Okay, you get the answer already. You write it at the side, but you need to show your working to get the 3 marks. Okay, first one, how to change this to improper fraction first. So this, you take times, and then you plus. So here you get 11/6. You divide a fraction, you multiply by the inverse of it. 11/6 times 15/11. 11 and 11 cancel. 15/6. Okay. 15/6. 15/6, can I simplify it? Both can divide by 3. So 5 and 3. 5/3. And then you divide it, you get, what am I doing here? 11, 15/6. 5/2. Okay. Every time this timing, my brain a bit slow already. Okay, 5/2. Okay, 5/2, which you get 2 and 1/2. Copy also can copy wrong. Okay, so far, okay, 1 to 7, I think it's okay. So you all see here, even if I made a mistake in my calculation just now, make sure that you just compare it with whatever the calculator gives you. So you know that you don't make any silly mistakes. Because even for myself, I'll do human error. I'll have human error. And especially on that day, right, you all might be very tired. Very hard for you to think also. So always use your calculator. Okay, this is question 7. Let's move to question 8. Okay, find the HCF of 48 and 80. Okay, this one got 2 ways to do it. You can list out all the factors first. Then you go and find the highest common factor. Or for me, I like to use the ladder method. Okay, do you remember what's the ladder method? Okay, why I like to use ladder method is because, it's because you can find both HCF and LCM based on this specific method. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Your exam. Wow. Yeah, very tiring. Yeah, so 48 and 80. Okay, you find the common factor like this. So you keep dividing. Divide by 2. So this will be 24, 40. Divide again. 12, 20. Divide again. 6, 10. Divide again. 3 and 5. Okay, you divide it until you cannot divide anymore. Then if they ask you to find HCF, HCF means high. High means highest common factor or high-rise building. Okay, think of it. You all stay in condo, okay? HCF, high-rise building. So you take all the high side only and you multiply all of it together. So here you'll get 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. You'll get 60. Okay, I'll just do one more LCM just in case the question comes up. Lowest common factor, you use the L symbol like that. Okay, so if they ask you to find lowest common multiple, you use like that, L. Because L for lowest common multiple. So here you need to multiply all the value. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So 16 times 3 times 5, you get 240 here. Okay, so just be ready for both of these questions. This one don't need to write over here. I just showing you all just in case they ask you for LCM. Okay, question 9. P equals to 2WY squared. Find the positive value of Y when P equals to 108 and W equals to 8. Okay, why did they say positive value? Let's sub in the value first, then you can understand why they say positive value. So 108 equals to 28Y squared over 3. Okay, cross multiply this. The 3 will go up here. 108 times 3. You get 324 equals to 16y squared. Y squared is equals to 324 over 16. Okay, I'll continue here. Y squared is equals to okay, 324 over 16 can divide 81 over 4, right? Okay, please remember this. Okay, Sanjay say because square, so don't need to give negative value. No. Because square, when you bring over to the right-hand side, okay, on the other side, you have to remember the proper way, it is actually plus minus square root. Okay, plus minus square root, not just square root. This is the proper way to do it. So by right, you will have two answers. Plus minus 9 over 2. But they only want the positive answer. So you only give your 9 over 2 as your final answer. However, this question, if you didn't put the plus minus, okay, they won't minus you mark. But proper way need to put plus minus. Got it? Okay, square. Actually, all your even numbers, power 4, power 6, when you bring over to the other side, you make it to a root, you will get plus minus. Okay, question 10. Find 3AB. Okay, can you put it in decimal? Can. The previous question, you put 4.5 or 4 and 1 over 2 also can. Okay, vectors. 3AB means you just take 3, multiply these two values. So you get here 21 and negative 9. Okay, find modulus AB. The modulus symbol for this one is square root x squared plus y squared. Okay, this is under the topic of vectors. You are finding the magnitude of AB. Okay, magnitude of AB. What's the magnitude? You get the x value. So 7 square plus negative 3 square. You square root it. Type in the calculator. You'll get 7.62. Okay, we round it up to 3 significant figure. Okay, for the questions that you all know, I'll just quickly go through. So far, okay, right? Question 1 to 10. All right, let's go to question 11 right now. A bronze sphere has radius 3.6 cm. The density of bronze is 8.05 gram per cm cube. Find the mass of the sphere. Give your answer in kilograms. Correct to the nearest gram. Okay. You look at the formula given to you first. Here. Density equals to mass divided by volume. You want to find what is the mass, because you see here, mass of the sphere. So you write down the formula first. Density equals to mass over volume. They gave us they gave us few information here. Radius is 3.6 cm. Then here, this is D. Okay, your density. 8.05 gram per cm cube. You have to look at the units here also. Okay, so I have my D. Okay, they give me D, which is 8.05 gram per cm cube. I can find V also. Okay, V. V is 4 over 3 pi r cube. So 3.6 cube. Okay, type this in the calculator. 4 over 3 times pi times 3.6 cube. You should get 195.432. You can sub the volume into the density formula. No, so you just rearrange it. So you want to find mass, right? Mass is equals to density multiplied by volume. Okay, all you need to do is bring this up here, multiply it. So your mass density is 8.05. Okay, you all have to take note on the units also. You see here, this volume is from cm, right? So this will be cm cube. So if you don't know what's the final units, this is how you do it. 8.05 gram per cm cube. Per means over something. Then you multiply it by 195.432. You see the unit here is cm cube. Okay, what is the final unit that you'll get? You treat these units like a fraction like that. So gram per cm cube multiplied by cm cube and cm cube here will cancel off, right? So your final one you'll get is gram. So you're going to take this value here, 8.05 times 195 times 0.432. You will get 1573.2 grams. Okay, 1573.2 grams. How to change it? They say they want it in kilogram. Gram to kilogram, you gotta divide it by 1000. Okay, so here 1573.2 divided by 1000. Okay, which you will get. Okay, sorry. They say correct to the nearest gram. Nearest gram means you take 1573. Okay, so you don't write the 0.2. So 1573 divided by 1000. Here you get 1.573 kg. Okay, no more, no less. No more and no less digits. You need to write 1.573 kg. This is correct to the nearest gram. Cannot. 1.6. Salah. Yeah, all the other answers are wrong. Yeah, so this middle step here, they didn't say correct to the nearest kg. 1.57 wrong. I say all the other answers are wrong. Okay, so you're minus 1 mark for the final answer. The only answer is 1.573 for this question because of this statement here. Correct to the nearest gram. So this part here. Yes, if you put any other answer, if all the steps correct, you minus 1 mark. You get 3 marks only. Okay, because this statement, yeah, this statement here, correct to the nearest gram. Okay, all good? Understand? Just be careful on the concept of rounding. If they state any rounding in the question, correct to nearest gram, nearest significant figure, 3 decimal place, you follow and you question, okay, what are they actually asking you for in the question? Yeah, this question a bit more unique because it's not in the final answer that they ask you to correct it. It's in the middle of the answer. Then they ask you to change to another unit, right? They want you to correct to the nearest gram, but then the final answer, they want it in kg. Okay, question 12. Let's go to question 12. Oliver sent 22% more messages in June than in May. He sent 305 messages in June. Find how many more messages he sent in June than in May. I will use ratio for this type of question. So we are going to base it on May. Okay, we're going to base it on May. So here, message and then percent. I want to find May, right? May, June. Okay, May, how many messages he sent? I don't know. How many percent is May? May is the 100%. June, you have 305. The percentage is 122. So I convert this into a fraction. Okay, ratio to fraction. So how do I find the x? X is 305 times 100 over 122. Okay, you don't have to write this out, but it's just the way that I normally teach you all to do it easily. Okay, your x over here is equals to 250. So how many more messages? We'll take 305 minus 250, which will finally get 55. All right, let's move on to question 13. Okay, question 13 is where I think most of you struggle a little bit with. Okay, this part here, this type of question is called linear inequalities. Okay, one of these weeks, I will also go through this specific exercise on the topical questions. Okay, because this one, I scared if it comes out in paper 4 or a lot of marks. This one is just a paper 2 one. So paper 2 already 4 marks here. Okay, I'll teach you all what are the main concepts. Okay, the main concepts that you need to know here. First thing, you need to know how to draw line. Okay, you're not a sketch line or not. Okay, you need to know how to sketch your straight line equation. So here, okay, they say the graph of y equals to 2x plus 1 has been drawn on the grid. So this is y equals to 2x plus 1. Okay, when you sketch the line, okay, when you sketch the line, you are going to take, you need to consider whether it has equal symbol or don't have equal symbol. Okay, so if got equal symbol, Okay, that means if it's like that or like that, this one is a solid line. No equal symbol. If it's less than or just more than, you have to write it in dotted line. Okay. First one, you got 3 lines over here. First one is drawn for you already. Okay, second one, when you draw it out that time, you are going to change all the less than and more than. You're going to just look at it as just equal first. So I want to sketch y equals to 1. Where is y equals to 1? Y equals to 1 will be a horizontal line. Okay, like that. This is y equals to 1. Okay, next one. 4x plus 3y equals to 12. How do I draw 4x plus 3y equals to 12? Okay, this is what I will do. I will take the x-intercept and I'll take the y-intercept. Okay, you can use any points on the graph to sketch over here. But the easy way to do it is you just take your x-intercept. Okay, x-intercept, it is when y equals to 0. So 4x equals to 12. X is equals to 3. Then y-intercept, it is when my x equals to 0. 3y equals to 12. Y is equals to 4. So here I will get 3, 0, and 0, 4. Okay, sometimes the points might not be on the graph itself. So how? Just take another point. Okay, you can just sum in. Maybe you say x is equals to 5. You find what is the y value. So it really depends on the diagram that they give you. But normally the easiest one to find is you find your x-intercept, y-intercept. Reason being, you sub in x equals 0 and y equals to 0, easy for you to count. Anything multiplied by 0 is just 0, right? Okay, so now 3, 0. So this point here at 3, then 0, 4 over here. Okay, so I need to connect both of these points together, but this is less than. So there's no equal symbol, so I need to draw a dotted line. Please use pencil for this question, okay? Don't use pen for this question. Okay, put a dotted line like this. And I want you all to label, okay, label this. This is 4x plus 3y equals to 12. Okay, what's next? What's next after this question here? Now you have to shade the unwanted region. Okay, let's look at the first one. Y is more than or equals to 2x plus 1. How do I know? So now we need to look at this line here. How do I know which region is more than here, this side here, or this side here? Okay, teach y'all a way to do it. I don't want y'all to guess. I don't want y'all to also say, oh, more than means up there, less than means down there. Okay, not always the case. What you're going to do is you're going to just take any point on the region. Okay? Any point on the region here. For me, I will check what does this region represent. I will take here 0, 0. Okay, 0 is easy to count. So 0, 0 is at this point, right? So I want to take a point 0, 0. Then I substitute into here. 0 equals to 0 plus 1. Okay, is 0 bigger or smaller than 1? 0 is smaller, right? Make sense? That means this region is y less than. Got it? Okay, everyone understand how we use to sub in the value? Okay, I don't want this region. So I will shade it off. Okay, another thing, when you shade it off, I want you to draw like this. A line that is perpendicular to the line. Okay, draw lines that are perpendicular to the straight line that was drawn. Please don't do it like that. Okay, don't do it in exam. Very messy. Later you also don't know how to see. Okay, try your best to draw. Don't spend so much time, but just y'all can just freehand it. Okay, draw like that. Don't need so many lines also, but just sufficient. This is the first one, so that you can check which region you are actually shading off. Second one. Okay, second part, y is more than 1. So that means I don't want y less than 1. More than, this one, if it's y itself, very easy. More than means on top. Less than at the bottom, so I don't want. So I shade this off. Like that. Okay, shade it off. Okay, last one. Okay, last one. 4x plus 3y is less than 12. So how do I know, based on this green color line, whether less than 12 is over here or over here? How do you know? Okay, you know which one? We do the same thing. Okay, so you see this part here. Okay, you do ignore all the other lines. I want you to just focus on this green color line. I'm going to substitute a point. Okay, for me, I'll just substitute this 0. So I want to check, what does this region represent? Is it less than or more than? So when I substitute 0, 0, okay, 0, 0, okay, where is the region? So 0, 12. This part here, 0 is less than 12, right? That means this part here is 4x plus 3y less than 12. So which region I don't want? I don't want this upper part here. So I shade it off. Okay, where is the region that I have? Okay, this one be careful. Don't shade it until the other side. This whole part here. Okay, so they say they want us to label it, right, in R. So this part here is equals to R. Got it? Okay, how many marks are? Okay, later I send you all the official mark scheme. Okay, you all just look through it. This is a 4 marks question. Label in pencil, yeah. Anything on the graph, just put it in pencil. It's not that you put in pen is wrong. It's just that if you're write in pen, if you all do it wrongly, you cannot erase it anymore already. Jason asks, can I explain the 4x plus 3y less than 12 again? Okay, you take a point at any of the region. Okay, you just define one of the region. So for me, I like to take 0, 0 because it's easy for me to calculate. Anything times 0 will just be 0, correct or not? Okay, anything plus 0 will just be that anything. So I want to see this region here, okay, the one that is bought in a way like the left-hand side lah. Either the left-hand side or the right-hand side of the green color line is less than or more than. Okay, so I took 0, 0. That means I'm trying to find this region. I want to define this region. Is it less than or more than? I substitute 0, 0. So 4 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. So 0 and 12. Is 0 less than 12 or more than 12? Less than, right? So that means this region is 4x plus 3y. Okay, this region is 4x plus 3y less than 12. I'm substituting the value and then I follow the equation here. Okay? Okay, any more question? I think just now a lot of you type this specific question. Okay. Later on, don't worry, in this coming few weeks, I've actually prepared already because this is one of the chapter. I'm very scared if it comes out in paper 4. If it comes out in paper 4, a lot of marks. So I will teach you all how to do this. Yes, if it's this part here is more than lah. If this part is less than, then the other part is more than. Okay, All right, let's move on to another question. Okay, let's go to question 14. Okay, question 14. The box and whisker plot shows info about the mass in kg of some parcels. Find the mass of the heaviest parcel. Okay, so we need to know how does box and whisker plot works. This is smallest value. This is Q1, Q2. Q2 is median. This is Q3. Then largest value. Okay. Largest value is here. Each two boxes is 0.1. So this is equals to 3.3. Okay, the largest value is 3.3. Interquartile range is taking your Q3 value minus your Q1 value, which is this line and this line. Okay, go read the line here. Your Q3, this line should be 2.4. This line here should be 1.85. It cannot round up. You need to be exactly 2.4 and 1.85. You take the two values, 2.4, then you minus 1.85. We should get 0.55 kg. Okay, I think 14, no one asked, right, this question. Okay, let's go to 15. Okay, this one also simple. Rearrange the formula to make D the subject. So bring the square root first. So t squared equals to 3d minus e. T squared plus e equals to 3d. D equals to t squared plus e over 3. So t squared plus e over 3. Question 16. A cylinder with height 12.5 cm has a curved surface area of 105 pi. Calculate the volume of the cylinder. Okay, cylinder, curved surface area 105 pi cm squared. Then they want you to find volume. Draw it out first. What is a cylinder? Okay, like this. This is cylinder. They give you cylinder height is equals to 12.5 cm. Okay, what is the curved surface area? Curved surface area means the side here. Okay, this side here. What is the, oops, what happened to, okay, What is the curved surface area? The formula, you need to know. Curved surface area is equals to, okay, they give us here is 105 pi. The formula is 2 pi RH. Okay, 2 pi R height equals to 105 pi. We substitute the height inside. Okay, because we want to find what is the radius. Okay, pi and pi can cancel off. So R is equals to 105 divided by 2 and 12.5. Your radius is equals to 4.2. Then we want to find what is the volume. Volume for cylinder is pi R square height. Pi 4.2 square, your height 12.5. Okay, you get here 692.7. Okay, 692.7, or if you want to round it up to 693 also can. But minimum is 693. You can write 692.7 something also, they still accept. Okay, someone asks, for the last question, shouldn't it be 3.3 minus 1.4? No, that is range. That's the formula of range. The largest minus the smallest is range. Interquartile range is the third quartile, or we call it the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. Two different formulas. Okay, write it down. Range is largest minus smallest value. Your 3.3 and 1.4 is range. What's the meaning of curve SA? Curved surface area. Curved surface area. Okay, only the side. So imagine you take, okay, let's say a water bottle like that, right? You all see my screen? Okay, you are taking just the side part only. The top and bottom don't have. So that is called the curved surface area. Okay? All right, question 17. Simplify this value here. You need to power to both the values. So here will become 64 to the power of 2 over 3. This one is y to the power of 27 times 2 over 3. Okay, type in the calculator. The first one, 65 to the power of 2 over 3. If you are using the older calculator, you need to put to the power of bracket 2 over 3. You get 16 here. 27 times 2 over 3, you get 18. So 16 y 18. Question B, simplify this fraction here. The one at the denominator, you can get x plus 5 times x minus 5, okay? Because it's a square minus b square equals to a plus b, a minus b. Okay, here x minus 5 can cancel. On top will become 1. So 1 over x plus 5. Okay, question 18 was a common one that a lot of students don't know how to do. Okay, let me explain to you all. F is proportional to the product of M and A. That means M times A. Calculate the percentage change in F when M is increased by 40%, A is decreased by 15%. Okay, but they never give you any other values, right? Okay, they never give you any other values. So for this type of question, you don't need to go and find like the directly or inversely proportional type of question. However, if you write F equals to KMA, okay, they'll give you 1 mark anyway. Okay, because we don't know what's the F over here, right? I don't know what is the f. So what can I do? You calculate like this. Is f proportional m times a or f m plus a? M times product. The keyword is here is product, not proportional. So MA. So you need to understand this statement here. If M is increased by 40%, what does that mean? How can I change it to a value? I will take 1 plus 40 over 100, right? Okay, 1 plus 40 over 100. Then I multiply. A is decreased by 15%. It means I take 1 minus 15 over 100. Okay, I'm taking it in terms of percentage change. Over here, you get 1.4 multiplied by 0.85. And your answer here you get is 1.19. That means right now, the total change, right, based on the percentage change of M and A, your F, the total change is 1.19 right now. Got it? The current value is 1.19. We will just assume that F is 1 originally. 1 means 100%. Okay, everyone understand this concept? So 1.19, this is the decimal value. So how do I find the percentage of this? Okay, the percentage change will be, I take 1.19 minus 1, multiply 100%. Then you get 19% over here. Got it? This question? Yeah, F is 1. Okay, yeah, F is 1. Original. Because we assume that F is like the 100%. Original value is 100%. They never give us any value. So we'll assume that it's just 1. Okay, question 18. Everyone good? Very understand. Okay, let's go to not very understand. I thought you say very understand. Percentage change. This is a percentage change question. Which part don't understand? Okay, y'all ask later on. Okay, let's go to question 19. Find the obtuse angle of PRQ. Okay, what is obtuse angle? What's the definition of obtuse? We've got acute, obtuse, reflex. Okay, more than 90 degrees. Is that the only criteria? Obtuse angle? More than 90. Okay, you all have to remember, that's not the end. Less than 180. Okay, that's the definition of obtuse. How can we find this angle? Angle PRQ. Okay, this one. Okay, this one we can use sine rule. You're going to use sine rule here. So sine angle PRQ over 18 is equals to sine 42 degrees over 13.5. Okay, go and multiply this over here. The 18, bring it up. Type in the calculator. Sine angle PRQ is equals to 0.892. Okay, if we straight away type in the calculator, shift inverse, that means inverse sine 0.892, we will get the value of 63.1 degrees, right? Okay, you all type in the calculator, this value, okay. You all just write it as alpha first. Inverse sine 0.892. Okay, anyone don't know how to type this? Okay, you press shift. Okay, shift at the top left, sine 0.892. You will get this value, 63.1 degrees. Okay, over here, you all need to understand your solving trigo part. Okay, if you're not clear on this part, we once again also these coming weeks we will be covering on one week on trigo. You need to know your ASTC. ASTC states that how can you find the angles in a trigo? You will normally get two answers, right? Okay, but for most of you here, we always assume there's one answer, but actually, every time when you solve a trigo question, you get two answers. Okay, so if I got positive sign, that means sign is equals to a positive value. Which quadrant will it be at? This will be at quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. Okay, where is quadrant 1 and quadrant 2? Here and here. And how do I calculate the value on quadrant 1 and quadrant 2? My angle here is either alpha or 180 minus alpha. Okay, if you don't understand this part, just go into Thinkific and watch. I think one of the few last videos on trigo, solving trigo. Okay, this is on solving trigo. So the answer right here that they want, by right, you will get two answers for angle PRQ. Angle PRQ, you get 63.1 degrees and 180 minus 63.1 degrees. The final answer, because they want it in obtuse angle, the answer that we will take is this 116.9 degrees. Okay? Question 19. How do you know whether to use the normal way or ASTC way? Because this one is obtuse angle. Otherwise, we will just always assume that it is an acute angle. You have to see the question. Okay, if they never state anything, most of the time is an acute angle. Acute angle, then you will just use whatever that the calculator give you. In fact, when the proper way on how to solve it, if you got a negative value, okay, because they can ask you what sine angle equals to, let's say, negative 0.892. You need to still use the ASTC way. Okay, this is called ASTC method. ASTC method. Okay, come, let's finish it up. Question 20. X plus A, x plus 2 times 2x plus 3 equals to 2x cubed plus bx squared plus cx minus 18. Find the value of A, B, and C. Okay, first you need to multiply the brackets first. So x plus A, x plus 2, 2x plus 3. Okay, you can multiply any two brackets first. For me, I like to multiply the two brackets at the back. So x plus 2. Okay, open up the behind bracket, you get 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. Now you open up the bracket. Okay, you can write it like this also. You put the first value first, and like that, 2x squared plus 7x plus 6, then plus A, then you write this one. Okay, if you're not too confident to do it, my suggestion is that you all do it like that. Okay, you put the first term, then the second bracket, like that. Then you put the second term, then the second bracket. Then only you open it up, because sometimes a bit hard for you to see, got so many terms. Multiply it, you get 2x cubed plus 7x squared plus 6x plus 2ax squared plus 7ax plus 6a. Okay, put the variables of x at the back. Okay, don't put the a at the back. Okay, now what we're going to do is we gather and we factorize all the same terms together. Okay, the one that got all the x squared, x, and the values you put together. So like this one, 7x squared and 2ax squared, 6x and 7ax, we join together. How we factorize it will be like this. 2x cubed plus 7 plus 2a x squared plus 6 plus 7a x, then plus 6a. We write it into this form first. Okay. This one is group all of similar terms together. Okay, now what we're going to do, you see what's given to you in the question. 2x cubed plus bx squared plus cx minus 18. That means they are saying that this is equals to this is equals to this is equals to this, and this is equals to this. Okay? So you see which one is easiest for you to find the value first. Okay, for me, I will start with the last term. Okay, that means I am going to take 6a, okay, the one with x to the power of 0. This is how I will do my working. The one with don't have any term, 6a is equals to negative 18. A is equals to negative 3. Okay, you can write down the terms at the behind also, doesn't matter. Then you cancel out, but I like to do it like that, so I don't have to keep writing it over and over again. Okay, now I do x squared. B equals to 7 plus 2a. Just now the a that we found is negative 3. Therefore, b is equals to 1. Okay, third one, x. Okay, now I will compare the x. C is equals to 6 plus 7a. 6 plus 7 times negative 3. So C is equals to negative 15. My answer is negative 3, 1, negative 15. Yeah, a few of you just now asked question 20. You understand this part here? Okay, just comparing. We call it comparing the coefficient. Coefficient means the value in front of the variable, the term. Okay, like x cubed, x squared, x. Okay, let's finish up the last two. Question 21. The diagram shows a cuboid. AB is 14, BC 5, CG 8, M is the midpoint of HG. Calculate BM. Okay, how can we get BM? Okay, for us to find, whenever you see got a 3D shape and then got some slanted line, right? What you need to do is you need to draw a right angle triangle. Okay, so remember like this, 3D shape with slanted line. You need to somehow draw a right angle triangle to solve the question, because they will either ask you to calculate the length or they ask you to find some sort of angle. Okay, how can I find BM? This is a triangle that you need to draw like this. You draw to the bottom here. Okay, this is the middle part. Then here. Okay, I need to find what is this. Okay, let's call this x. I'm just going to give a name here, x. So I'm going to take the bottom triangle here first. This part. BCX. Okay, I draw it out. BCX. 5 cm. Okay, what is the CX? It's the middle, right? So here will be 7 cm. Okay, this is 7 cm. So I can find what is bx. So bx is equals to, okay, bx squared is equals to, this one we use Pythagoras theorem, 5 square plus 7 square bx, okay, I'll just leave it in the exact term, square root 74. Okay, which topic is this in Thinkific? Trigo. Chapter 6. Trigonometry. Okay, now I'm gonna use BMX. Okay, BMX. So draw it out here. BMX. This one just now we got here is cert 74. So here is 8. Cert 74 and 8. I want to find BM. So BM square equals to cert 74 square plus 8 square. You get here 138. BM is square root 138. You get 11.7 cm. Okay, next one. Calculate the angle that BM makes with the base ABCD. Okay. You can't imagine BCX. I draw it out already. You can't picture it, draw it out. It's a right angle triangle. Okay. We are going to use this triangle here. Oops. Angle BM with ABCD will be this angle here. Okay. This is your angle. So over here. So we can use trigo. Tangent theta TOA is equals to 8 over square root 74. Okay. Take out your calculator. Type this out. You inverse tangent 8 over square root 74. Here is equals to 42.9 degrees. Okay, one last final one. Find the coordinates of the point where the line 4x plus y equals to 9 intersects the curve y plus x squared equals 5. You must show all your working. Okay, what's the keyword here? Intersect. Intersect means you need to do simultaneous equation. Okay, how to do simultaneous equation for this? You can either do substitution or elimination, up to you. Okay, I'll just do substitution for this one. Okay, let's call this, I rearrange it to make y as a subject. So y equals to negative 4x plus 9. Then this one is y equals to negative x squared plus 5. Okay, from both of these equations. So my first step is I make y subject. Why I make y the subject? So that I can substitute it off with each other. So I'm going to substitute 2 into 1. So here will become negative 4x plus 9 equals to negative x squared plus 5. Okay, I'm going to convert it to a quadratic equation. So I bring all the terms to one side. I bring it all to the left-hand side. So x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals to 0. Factorize this. You can use your calculator. You will get x minus 2, but you got to show this step. Equals to 0. x is equals to 2. Okay, then I'm gonna substitute x into equation 1. Y equals to -4 times 2 plus 9 equals to 1. Okay, so my coordinate, the point is 2, 1. Okay, if you all are good, can you all just type an 8 in the chat? Type an 8. I'm going to send this to you all. Yeah, I think relatively easy, right? This one. So you all, okay, my goal for all of you is that you want to try paper 2 to score 50 and above. Okay. So most also you gotta, okay, most also you can minus 20 marks. Can maybe, yeah, some careless mistakes here and there. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording here first, and then I'm gonna discuss with you all the next thing that for today. Okay, this is all for October, November 2023, paper 2-3.